Have you ever stopped yourself from speaking, not because you didn't know the words, but because you were afraid of getting them wrong?
That pause, that hesitation. Yeah, I know it too well.
It's such a quiet moment, but it carries so much weight. Your mind starts racing. What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? What if I seem stupid?
And in that moment, silence feels safer than speaking.
Exactly. But that silence, it costs you something.
Confidence,
Growth,
opportunities.
connection.
Strange, isn't it? Because language is meant to connect us, but fear turns into a barrier.
I remember the first time I tried speaking English in front of someone.
How did it go?
Honestly, not great. I mixed up tenses, forgot words mid-sentence, and I could feel my face getting warm.
That feeling when you know you've made a mistake and you think everyone noticed.
Yes, and in my head, it felt like such a big deal. I thought, that's it. They're judging me. They think I'm not smart.
Did they actually say anything?
No, that's the funny part. They just listened and responded normally.
But your mind created a completely different story.
Exactly. And that story made me want to stop speaking altogether.
I went through something similar. For me, it happened during a group discussion.
What happened?
I had an idea. I knew what I wanted to say, but I kept rehearsing it in my head, trying to make it perfect.
That need for perfection.
Yeah, and while I was busy perfecting it, someone else said something similar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I just sat there thinking, I could have said that.
That must have been frustrating.
It was. But more than that, it made me realize something. My fear of making a mistake was actually holding me back more than the mistake itself ever could.
That's such a powerful realization.
Because when you really think about it, what's worse? Saying something imperfect or saying nothing at all?
Saying nothing.
Always.
But in the moment, it doesn't feel that way.
No, it doesn't. In the moment, the fear feels bigger than the opportunity.
I think a lot of people listening right now feel that too.
Definitely. Especially when learning English. You understand things, you have thoughts, but when it's time to speak,
You freeze.
or you hold back,
Or you wait for the perfect sentence.
which never comes.
Exactly.
And the truth is, fluency doesn't come from perfect sentences.
It comes from imperfect speaking.
That's so important.
Because every fluent speaker you admire, they didn't start perfect.
Not even close.
They made mistakes. A lot of them.
And they kept speaking anyway.
That's the difference.
I think we need to change how we see mistakes.
Yes, instead of seeing them as something embarrassing,
See them as proof that you're trying,
proof that you're learning.
proof that you're growing.
I love that.
Let's actually try something simple right now.
Okay.
Imagine you want to say, I went to the market yesterday and bought some fruits.
Simple sentence.
But what if someone says it like this? Yesterday I go marketing buy fruit.
Grammatically not perfect.
But do you understand it?
Yes, completely.
That's the point. Communication happened.
And that's what language is about.
Not perfection. Communication.
I wish more people understood that.
Me too. Because so many learners are stuck, not because they don't know English, but because they're afraid to use it.
That fear becomes a habit.
Yeah, you get used to staying quiet.
And the longer you stay quiet, the harder it feels to speak.
But the moment you start speaking again,
Even imperfectly.
that's when things begin to change.
I remember making a small promise to myself
What kind of promise?
that I would speak even if it wasn't perfect.
That's a big step.
It felt scary at first. My sentences were broken. I paused a lot. Sometimes I couldn't find the right words.
But you kept going.
Yes, and something surprising happened.
What?
People understood me. They responded. Conversations happened.
That must have felt good.
It did. It gave me confidence, not because I was perfect, but because I was communicating.
That's such a shift.
And slowly, without even realizing it, my English improved.
That's how it works.
Not by waiting, but by doing.
I think a lot of people are listening right now are waiting to feel confident before they speak.
But confidence doesn't come before action.
It comes after
After you try.
you make mistakes.
After you realize, hey, I can actually do this.
Exactly.
Let's actually try something simple right now.
Okay.
Imagine you want to say, I went to the market yesterday and bought some fruits.
Simple sentence. But what if someone says it like this? Yesterday I go marketing bought fruit.
Grammatically not perfect.
But do you understand it?
Yes, completely.
That's the point. Communication happened.
And that's what language is about.
Not perfection, communication.
I wish more people understood that.
Me too. Because so many learners are stuck, not because they don't know English, but because they're afraid to use it.
That fear becomes a habit.
Yeah, you get used to staying quiet.
And the longer you stay quiet, the harder it feels to speak.
But the moment you start speaking again,
Even imperfectly.
that's when things begin to change.
I remember making a small promise to myself
What kind of promise?
that I would speak even if it wasn't perfect.
That's a big step.
It felt scary at first. My sentences were broken. I paused a lot. Sometimes I couldn't find the right words.
But you kept going.
Yes. And something surprising happened.
What?
People understood me. They responded. Conversations happened.
That must have felt good.
It did. It gave me confidence. And not because I was perfect, but because I was communicating.
That's such a shift.
And slowly, without even realizing it, my English improved.
That's how it works.
Not by waiting, but by doing.
I think a lot of people are waiting to feel confident before they speak.
But confidence doesn't come before action.
It comes after.
After you try.
After you make mistakes.
After you realize, hey, I can actually do this.
Exactly.
Let's actually try something simple right now.
Yes, something they can do right now.
Start with basic sentences about yourself.
Like, I am learning English.
I feel nervous while speaking. I want to improve every day.
Simple, honest.
And speak them out loud.
That's important. Out loud.
Yes, not in your head.
Because thinking is not the same as speaking.
Exactly. And don't worry about grammar too much.
Focus on expression, on getting your thoughts out.
Even if it's broken.
Broken English is better than silent English.
Always.
Another thing that helped me was to slow down.
That's a good one.
I used to rush when I spoke because I was nervous.
And that made mistakes worse?
Yes, I'd mix words, forget things. It became messy.
So, what did you do?
I started speaking slowly, giving myself time to think.
That makes such a difference.
It does, because when you slow down, your mind calms down too.
And you feel more in control.
Exactly.
I think we should also talk about something important, judgment.
Ah, the biggest fear.
People often think others will judge me if I make mistakes.
But the truth is,
Most people are too busy thinking about themselves.
exactly, they're not analyzing your every word.
And even if someone does judge,
That says more about them than you.
yes, because you're trying to learn.
And that takes courage.
A lot of courage.
So instead of asking, what if they judge me?
Ask, what if I improve?
What if this is the moment I grow?
What if this mistake teaches me something?
That shift in thinking, it changes everything.
It really does.
I think at the end of the day, speaking a language is not about being perfect.
It's about being brave.
Brave enough to try.
Brave enough to sound imperfect.
Brave enough to be seen learning.
And that bravery?
It builds fluency, slowly, step by step.
So if you're listening right now and you've been holding yourself back,
Waiting to be perfect.
this is your sign.
Start speaking,
Even if your voice shakes,
even if your sentence breaks.
even if it's not perfect,
Because every word you speak
brings you one step closer
to confidence, to fluency.
to becoming the person you want to be.
And trust me, you're capable of it.
More than you think.
Just don't let fear decide for you.
Let action do that.
One sentence at a time.
One small step
That's all it takes.
to begin. You know, there's something interesting about fear when it comes to speaking English.
What's that?
It doesn't just stop you from speaking, it actually changes how you see yourself.
That's true. You start believing things like, I'm not good at English, or I can't speak fluently.
Exactly. And the more you repeat those thoughts, the more real they feel.
Even if they're not true.
Yes, because most of the time, the problem isn't that you can't speak,
It's that you're afraid to try,
and that fear creates a kind of identity.
like labeling yourself.
I'm shy. I'm bad at speaking. I always make mistakes.
I used to say that a lot,
Me too.
especially the I always make mistakes part.
What made you say that?
Because I focused only on the mistakes. Every time I spoke and got something wrong, that's all I remembered.
Not the fact that you actually spoke.
Exactly. Not the effort, not the courage, just the mistake.
That's something we all do.
Yeah, we ignore progress and highlight flaws,
And over time, that builds this negative image of ourselves.
which makes speaking even harder.
It becomes a cycle.
Fear, silence, self-doubt, more fear.
And breaking that cycle is not just about speaking more.
It's about changing how you think about yourself.
Yes, because your thoughts shape your confidence.
I remember one day I made a conscious decision
What kind of decision?
that I would stop saying I'm bad at English.
That's powerful.
Instead, I started saying I'm learning English.
That small shift,
It changed everything.
because I'm bad, feels final.
But I'm learning feels like progress.
Exactly. It gives you space to grow.
And it removes that pressure to be perfect immediately.
I think that's something we need to repeat. You are learning, not performing.
That's such a strong message.
Because when you feel like you're performing, you feel judged.
But when you feel like you're learning,
You feel open.
curious.
Less afraid.
I want to share something that really helped me.
Go ahead.
I started celebrating small wins,
Like what?
like speaking one full sentence without stopping,
That's a big win.
or asking a question in English,
Even better.
or even just trying when I felt nervous.
That matters so much.
Because those small wins build confidence slowly.
And confidence is not something you suddenly have.
It's something you build.
Moment by moment.
I think people often compare themselves to fluent speakers.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah, they see someone speaking smoothly and think, I'll never be like that.
But they don't see the journey behind it.
The mistakes, the awkward moments, the practice.
Exactly. Fluency is built on thousands of imperfect sentences.
Not perfect ones.
Let's actually give a simple English exercise here.
Yes, something practical.
Okay, imagine this situation. You meet someone and want to introduce yourself.
Simple and useful.
You don't need complex grammar. Just say, I am learning English. I feel nervous, but I want to improve. Please speak slowly.
That's perfect.
It's honest, clear, and human.
And anyone listening will understand.
That's the goal, being understood.
Not being perfect.
Exactly.
I think another reason people fear mistakes is they think mistakes will stay forever.
That's true.
Like if they say something wrong once, it defines them.
But mistakes are temporary.
They disappear as you improve.
And sometimes they even help you remember better.
That's so true. I still remember certain grammar rules because of mistakes I made.
Same here.
It's like your brain says, okay, let's not forget this again.
Exactly.
So mistakes aren't your enemy.
They're your teacher.
I love that.
Another thing I want to talk about is comparison.
The silent confidence killer.
Yes, especially when learning English.
You hear someone speak fluently and immediately think, I'm so far behind.
But you don't see their starting point,
Or how long they've been practicing.
or how many mistakes they made along the way.
Exactly.
Everyone's journey is different.
And comparing your beginning to someone else's middle is unfair.
Very unfair.
Instead, compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
That's the only comparison that matters.
Are you trying more?
Are you speaking more?
Are you a little less afraid?
That's progress,
And progress is what leads to fluency.
not perfection.
Never perfection.
I also want to address something very real. Feeling embarrassed.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Because sometimes when you make a mistake, you feel embarrassed.
Like everyone is watching.
Like you want to disappear.
I felt that.
Me too.
But here's something I learned.
Go on.
Embarrassment lasts for a moment, but growth lasts much longer.
That's so true.
That one moment of discomfort, it passes.
But the confidence you gain from trying
That stays.
and grows.
So the question becomes,
Are you willing to feel a little uncomfortable
for something much bigger?
for confidence?
For fluency?
For becoming the person you want to be?
That's the powerful question.
It is.
Because growth always comes with discomfort,
Always.
but it's worth it.
Every single time.
I think we should also remind listeners,
Yes,
you don't need a perfect environment to start speaking.
that's important.
You can practice at home,
In front of a mirror.
while walking.
Even while thinking.
Just turn your thoughts into English.
Like, I am walking now.
I'm listening to this podcast.
I want to improve my English.
Simple, everyday sentences.
That's how fluency begins.
Not with big speeches.
But with small, consistent practice.
And slowly those small sentences turn into conversations.
And those conversations build confidence.
And that confidence reduces fear.
It all connects.
So, if you're listening right now,
And you feel afraid to speak.
just remember,
You don't need to be perfect to start.
you just need to start to become better.
Speak one sentence today.
Just one.
That's enough.
Tomorrow, speak two.
And keep going.
Step by step,
Without pressure.
without fear controlling you.
Because your voice matters.
Your effort matters.
And every mistake you make
It's bringing you closer
to confidence,
to fluency.
to freedom in expressing yourself.
And that worth everything.
Everything. You know, there's one moment I think almost every English learner has experienced.
Which one?
When you finally decide to speak, and right in the middle of their sentence, your mind just goes blank.
Oh, yes. That sudden silence in your head.
Exactly. You were confident one second, and the next, you can't remember a single word.
And then panic starts.
Your heart races, you start searching for words, and the more you try, the harder it gets.
That used to happen to me a lot.
The same here.
I remember once I was talking to someone and I wanted to say something simple, but I forgot one key word.
What did you do?
I just stopped, completely froze. And then I said, sorry, I forgot.
That must have felt uncomfortable.
Very. But you know what the other person said? What? It's okay. Take your time.
That's so simple, but so powerful.
It made me realize something important. People are more patient than we think.
Yes, we assume they expect perfection.
But most of the time, they just want to understand you.
Exactly.
And even if you forget a word, there's always another way to say it.
That's such an important skill. Explaining instead of stopping.
Yes, like if you don't know the word calculator, you can say,
The machine we use for counting.
perfect.
Or if you forget umbrella, you can say,
The thing we use when it rains.
that's communication.
That's real fluency.
Not knowing every word, but knowing how to express your idea.
I think a lot of learners believe fluency means knowing everything.
But it doesn't.
It means being flexible,
Creative.
comfortable with not knowing everything.
That's the key.
I started practicing this deliberately.
Oh,
I would speak, and whenever I didn't know a word, I wouldn't stop. I would just explain it in a different way.
that's such a good exercise.
At first, it felt awkward,
Of course.
but over time, it became natural.
And it builds confidence.
A lot, because now you're not afraid of forgetting words anymore.
You know you can still continue.
Exactly.
I think that's a big shift from I must know everything to I can handle anything.
Their mindset changes everything.
It really does.
There's another thing I struggled with. Pronunciation.
Oh, yes, that's a big one.
I used to worry so much about saying words correctly.
Same here.
I'd think, what if I pronounce it wrong? What if it sounds funny?
And that fear would stop you from speaking?
Completely.
That's so common.
But then I realized something.
What?
Pronunciation improves only when you speak.
Not when you say silent.
Exactly.
And honestly, having an accent is okay.
More than okay.
Everyone has an accent.
Even native speakers.
What matters is clarity, not perfection.
Can people understand you?
That's the only question.
And the only way to improve that is practice.
Speaking, listening, repeating.
Again and again.
I started doing something simple.
What was that?
I would listen to short English sentences and repeat them out loud.
Like imitation.
Yes, copying the tone, the rhythm, the pronunciation.
That's very effective.
It is, because your brain learns by listening and repeating
And over time, your pronunciation naturally improves.
without overthinking it.
That's important, without overthinking.
Because when you overthink pronunciation,
You stop speaking,
exactly,
and we're back to the same problem,
silence.
which we're trying to break.
Yes,
I think another thing that holds people back is the fear of being laughed at.
that's a deep fear.
It is, because it feels personal.
It feels like they're laughing at you, not just your mistake.
But here's something I'd learned.
Go on.
Most people are not laughing at you.
And even if someone does,
That doesn't define your ability.
exactly.
That just shows their mindset.
And honestly, people who have learned something themselves,
They respect effort.
always.
I've never seen someone who worked hard to learn a skill laugh at someone who's trying.
That's so true.
They understand the journey.
And they appreciate the effort.
So instead of focusing on the fear of being laughed at,
Focus on the people who will support you.
and most importantly, support yourself.
Yes.
Be your own encouragement.
Not your biggest critic.
That makes a huge difference.
It really does.
I want to share something personal.
Go ahead.
There was a time when I avoided speaking English completely.
Completely?
Yes, I understood everything, but I refused to speak
Why?
because I was afraid of how I would sound.
That's honest.
And that fear kept me stuck for a long time.
What changed?
One day, I got tired of feeling that way. Tired of staying silent, tired of holding back.
That moment.
It was like something shifted inside me.
What did you do?
I decided I will speak, no matter how it sounds.
That's courage.
My first few conversations were not great.
But you had them.
Yes, and each one made the next one easier.
That's how confidence builds.
Slowly.
Through repetition. Through experience.
To showing up again and again.
Even when it feels uncomfortable.
Especially then.
I think people are waiting to feel ready,
But readiness is created by action.
not the other way around.
Exactly.
You don't wake up one day and feel completely ready.
You become ready by trying,
By making mistakes
by learning from them,
and continuing.
always continuing.
So, if you're listening right now,
And you've been waiting for the right time to start speaking.
this is it.
Not tomorrow,
Not when you feel perfect.
right now.
Speak something simple.
Even if it's just one sentence.
I am listening to this.
I want to improve.
I will not be afraid.
Say it out loud.
Feel it.
Own it.
Because your voice,
It deserves to be heard.
not hidden.
Not silenced by fear.
And every time you speak,
You take your power back
from fear,
from doubt,
from the hesitation,
and you move one step closer
to confidence,
to fluency.
to freedom.
And that journey,
It starts with one simple thing,
speaking,
even if it's not perfect.
especially then.
There's something I've been thinking about while we've been talking.
What's that?
Most people believe that confidence comes from speaking perfectly.
Yeah, like once I speak without mistakes, I'll feel confident.
But what if it's actually the opposite?
You mean confidence comes first?
Not exactly first, but it grows because you speak, even when it's imperfect.
That's a powerful shift.
Because if you wait to be perfect, you'll never feel ready.
And if you never feel ready, you never start.
Exactly.
I think confidence is more like a muscle.
I like that.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
And the less you use it,
The weaker it becomes.
so every time you avoid speaking,
You're actually training your fear.
that's so true.
And every time you speak, even a little,
You're training your confidence.
that's such a simple way to look at it.
It really is. But it changes how you approach things.
Instead of asking, am I good enough to speak?
You ask, can I take one small step today?
That feels lighter.
Less pressure.
More action.
Exactly.
I remember when I started practicing speaking alone.
Alone?
Yeah, I didn't have anyone to practice with at first.
That's something many people struggle with.
So I created my own environment.
How?
I would talk to myself.
That's actually very effective.
It felt strange in the beginning,
Of course.
but I didn't have to worry about judgment.
That's the best part.
I could make mistakes freely.
And experiment.
Exactly. I would describe what I was doing.
Like,
I am making tea. I am walking in the room. I am thinking about my day.
simple everyday sentences.
Yes, and slowly I started forming longer sentences,
That's how fluency builds.
step by step.
Without pressure.
I think people underestimate the power of speaking alone,
They do.
but it's one of the safest ways to start.
Because there's no fear of judgment.
Only practice.
And practice leads to progress.
Always.
I also used to record myself.
That's a great technique.
It helped me hear how I sounded.
And what did you notice?
At first, I didn't like it.
Same here.
I noticed my mistakes, my pauses, my pronunciation.
But that awareness is important.
Yes, because you can't improve what you don't notice.
Exactly.
And over time, I saw improvement.
That must have felt good.
It did. It showed me that progress is real, even if it's slow.
That's something people forget. Progress is often slow,
But it's happening.
even when you don't see it immediately.
That's why consistency matters more than perfection.
Showing up every day.
Even for a few minutes.
That's enough.
It really is.
I think another important thing is accepting your current level.
Yes.
Not in a negative way, but in an honest way.
Like saying, this is where I am right now.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
Because when you accept where you are
You stop fighting yourself.
and start working with yourself,
That's such a healthy mindset.
it removes that constant frustration,
And replaces it with patience.
which is necessary for learning anything.
Especially a language.
I also want to talk about something practical, thinking in English.
That's a big step towards fluency.
It is because many learners translate from their native language.
And that slows them down.
It creates hesitation.
Exactly.
So, how do we start thinking in English?
Start small.
Always small.
Use simple thoughts. For example,
I am hungry. I am tired. I need water.
everyday thoughts.
Yes, things you already think, just change the language.
That's a great exercise.
And don't worry about grammar too much.
Focus on the habit.
Exactly.
Over time, your brain starts forming sentences naturally.
Without translation.
And that reduces fear while speaking.
Because you're not searching for words anymore.
They come more easily.
That's when speaking feels more natural.
I remember the first time I realized I was thinking in English.
How did it feel?
Strange, but exciting.
I can imagine.
It felt like something had clicked.
Like a new door opened.
Exactly.
And that moment comes from consistent practice.
Not from waiting.
Never from waiting. I think we should also remind listeners,
Yes,
progress is not always visible.
that's important.
Some days you'll feel like you're not improving.
Like you're stuck.
But that doesn't mean nothing is happening.
Your brain is still learning.
Still processing.
Still building connections.
And one day it shows.
Suddenly, you speak more easily.
Or understand better.
Or you realize all that practice mattered.
Every small effort counted.
That's why you shouldn't give up.
Especially when it feels slow.
Because that's when it matters most.
So if you're listening right now,
And you feel like your progress is slow,
or your English is not improving fast enough,
just remember,
you're still moving forward.
even if it's one small step,
And that step matters.
a lot.
Keep speaking.
Keep trying
Keep showing up
without fear controlling you.
without waiting for perfection.
Because fluency is not about being perfect
It's about being consistent.
and brave,
Brave enough to keep going,
even when it's uncomfortable.
even when it's not perfect.
Because that's where growth lives,
Right there.
in the imperfect moments,
In the attempts.
in the effort.
And every time you choose to speak,
You're choosing growth,
over fear,
confidence,
over doubt,
and that choice,
it will change everything.
everything. You know, after everything we've talked about, I keep coming back to one simple truth.
What's that?
Most people don't fail to speak English because they don't know enough.
They fail because they're too afraid to use what they already know.
Exactly.
That fear is quiet, but it's powerful.
It sits in the background and whispers things like, wait a little more, you're not ready. What if you make a mistake?
And the more you listen to that voice,
The quieter your own voice becomes.
that's deep.
But here's the beautiful part.
What?
That voice of fear is not the truth.
It just feels like it.
Yes, and the moment you stop believing it,
You start taking your power back.
I remember a moment recently, I was speaking to someone and I made a mistake.
What kind of mistake?
A simple Len, wrong tense. I said something like, yesterday I go to the store.
That's a very common one.
And for a second, I noticed it. That old feeling came back. Ooh, that's wrong.
That moment of awareness.
Yes, but this time I didn't stop.
You kept going?
I did. I continued speaking, finished my sentence, and the conversation moved on.
That's a big shift.
It really is, because earlier I would have stopped, corrected myself, maybe even apologized.
And lost the flow.
Exactly. But now I chose communication over perfection.
That's the goal.
Always.
I had a similar moment too. I was talking to someone new and I could feel that nervousness building up again.
Even after all this time?
Yeah, I think that feeling never completely disappears.
That's comforting, actually.
It is, because it reminds us that it's not about removing fear.
It's about not letting it control you.
Exactly. So I felt the nervousness, but I spoke anyway.
That's courage.
And the conversation went well. Not perfect, but real.
And that's what matters.
I think we need to remind everyone listening.
Yes.
You don't need to eliminate fear to start speaking.
You just need to move with it.
Speak even when your voice is not fully confident.
Speak even when your grammar is not perfect.
Speak even when you're unsure.
Because that's how confidence is built.
Not before, but after.
After you try.
After you make mistakes.
After you realize, I'm still okay.
That realization is everything.
It breaks the illusion that mistakes are dangerous.
When in reality, they're harmless.
And helpful.
Always helpful.
I think one of the most powerful things you can do is change your relationship with mistakes.
Instead of fearing them,
Welcome them.
learn from them.
Grow through them.
Because every mistake is a step forward.
Not backward.
I wish more people saw it that way.
Me too. Imagine how many voices are silent right now.
Just because of fear.
So many ideas, thoughts, stories.
Not being shared.
Not because they're not valuable.
But because of hesitation. That's why this matters so much.
It really does.
Speaking English is not just about language, it's about expression.
Now, confidence about showing up as yourself
without hiding.
without holding back.
And you deserve that.
Everyone does.
No matter where you are in your journey.
Beginner, intermediate.
Doesn't matter.
Your voice matters.
Right now.
Not after you become perfect.
Because perfection is not the goal.
Expression is.
Connection is.
Growth is.
And that starts with one simple decision.
To speak.
Even if it's not perfect.
Especially then.
So let's make this real for a moment.
Yes.
If you're listening right now, I want you to say something out loud.
Something simple.
I am not afraid to speak.
Say it.
I will try every day.
Say it again.
I can improve.
Feel it.
Believe it, because this is where change begins.
Not in your mind,
But in your actions,
in your voice.
in your willingness to try,
Again and again.
without giving up,
Without waiting.
just starting,
And continuing.
one sentence at a time,
One conversation at a time.
one step closer every day.
And before you know it,
You'll look back and realize
you're not the same person anymore.
you're more confident,
More comfortable.
more free.
And it all started with one decision.
Just speak.
So don't wait.
Don't overthink.
Don't hold yourself back.
Start today,
Start now.
because your voice deserves to be heard.
And you're ready.
More than you think.
And before we end,
We just want to say thank you
for being here with us
for listening, for learning.
and for taking this step for yourself.
If this conversation helps you,
If it made you feel a little more confident or gave you the courage to speak,
then don't keep it to yourself.
share it with someone who needs it.
And we'd really love to hear from you. What's one sentence you're going to start speaking today?
Or what fear are you going to leave behind?
Tell us in the comments.
We read every single one.
And if you want more conversations like this,
More real, honest, and helpful English learning.
make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Keep practicing
Keep speaking.
and be kind to yourself.
Always. We'll see you soon.
Take care and keep your voice alive.